Hello, everybody, and welcome to Swamp Dog Games. 100 points if you can name that reference in the comments below. Also, if I got it right. I want to thank you all for coming back to the channel. Today we're doing another Humble Bundle. If you are not familiar with Humble Bundle, it is a service that creates all kinds of discounted bundles, usually to support charity, with a lot of focus on video games, software, and recently RPG books that you can get. If it feels like suddenly I'm doing nothing but Humble Bundle, I apologize. If you've been doing Humble Bundles as long as I have, it seems that they have very heavy themes that they operate around. So in software, which is traditionally what I buy through Humble Bundle, they'll have like 6 or 7 bundles that are all like super good deals on good quality software that I support, and then you won't see any software again for like 6 months straight. That's probably what's going to end up with these current RPG bundles. I just covered the DCC, or Dungeon Crawl Classics bundle. Today we're doing the Forbidden Lands, and I am hoping I'm pronouncing this right, Weissen bundle. If you're unfamiliar with the basics, they have 3 different tiers that you can select for your bundles. First tier is usually a garbage tier, though occasionally in software I've had some good deals with that. Here, though, you can clearly see that in your $1 tier, for this one you just get a card deck. I guess good if you already have Forbidden Lands. Your 3 items, if you already have the core rules and are just looking for the Spire of Quetzal or the Crypt of the Mellified Mage, then this is probably a good deal for you. But today I'm going to be taking the full 10 item bundle. So I'm going to be getting and then showing you what you get in this full bundle, which includes these 3 books from Weissen, which is a Scandinavian horror RPG from Free League, and I am more familiar with Forbidden Lands, which is why I am personally getting this bundle, because I have been interested for a while in getting the Forbidden Lands RPG. With any of these bundles, if there's usually one item at a tier that you like, you're usually saving quite a bit compared to buying these from other sources. For example, if you go to Drive-Thru RPG right now for the Forbidden Lands core game, to get the PDF is $25 from them. But you can both support charity and get this whole 10-item bundle for the initial buy-in price of $18. Be sure, if you are interested in picking up these RPGs, that you click the 10-item bundle, because usually it defaults you to like the $25 suggested price. If you do want to pay more, by all means do so, because you can select what goes to charity. This one, it's through Direct Relief. But because I am buying so many of these, I'm doing the minimum buy-in amount. Be aware, too, that you can also adjust the donation, and if you do use the affiliate links I have below, you can also help support the channel by sending a little bit of money my way. But as I keep telling people, if you don't want to give me any money or want to put more towards charity, go here and custom mount. You'll see the 4th item down here, which would be my contribution. You can select that to 0 and just have the money go to these parties however you like. Usually me trying to even out the load a little bit more. But this will be all PDFs. There are no physical items in this, so when it does provide the Bitter Reach map and card pack, this is something you'll have to print out on your own. The Forbidden Lands RPG itself is the standard Free League D6 system. If I use their character sheet, what happens is, in this system, per my understanding, I believe it's the same system that Alien and their Tales from the Loop uses. Essentially, the higher the attribute or skill that you have, the more d6s that you roll. The hope being that more d6s increases the chance of you rolling a 6 to complete your task, and the more 6s you get, the better the margin of success is over the challenge that you are facing. So at the moment, however, through the power of YouTube, I'm going to purchase this and then show you what you get on the back end. I will return. All right, I have returned. If you purchase any items on Humble Bundle with your account, what's nice is they retain these in your e-library for you. If you're a digital hoarder and have been buying Humble Bundles as long as I have, you don't even necessarily need to download these. They maintain them for you in the cloud. I do, however, as a former data professional, recommend you download these and back them up somewhere just in case. Because you don't ever want to lose access to this, but they have a full searchable library that can support you as you download all of your product. Depending upon the type of product here, they're all PDF or zip files. Sometimes Humble Bundles will include EPUB or Mobi. I've seen some like really weird ones occasionally, but usually that's in like software add-ons, like when you do your video editing software through Humble Bundle, you can and are getting like proprietary add-ons. But normally it'll be easy to identify types. You just hit here and your bulk download, and then save, and it will save all of these to your computer. Bear in mind, sometimes I've had issues with the bulk download on larger bundles that have like lots of different types with EPUB, and I'm talking not multiple types of documents. I'm talking about multiple copies of each when there's a PDF, an EPUB, and a Mobi version of each one. Sometimes on those I've had issues with direct download. You are on the bulk download. You can, however, use BitTorrent if you want. That way, support their seeding of these files as well, and less strain on their bandwidth. If you want to see a in-depth review of the Forbidden Lands RPG, in this corner over here with the little card thingy, I'll post a link to the Forbidden Lands review from Questing Beast that he went over the box set. I'm just going to do a quick look to make sure that this core rules is what you need to, is similar to what the box set, what the difference are, but I will be right back with a quick summary of what you get in these PDFs. Alright, I am back again. So these are the PDFs that you get included in this bundle. As I said, it includes this other game, Vaesen, which is a Nordic horror role-playing game. I'm guessing Cthulhu abominable snowmen with tentacles instead of carrot noses? I don't know. I have not seen this one before. A quick look. There was a Kickstarter a couple years back for this project. I'm guessing, looking at it quickly, it appears to use the same system Free League is known for. Again, this being a sort of Cthulhu-ish, what is this, Victorian-ish Nordic setting with extreme focus on horror elements. Seem to be what this RPG is going for. Now, from my experience with Free League, with like Tales of the Loop, is that most of their games, though they use the same system, each rule set is very thematically tailored. So when you get one of their RPGs, unlike games like Dungeons and Dragons, for instance, where it's a core rule book, and then you play in the Forgotten Realms, for instance, or your own setting, the basic assumption by these games is you're playing in the setting that they created to go along with it. So a lot of the rules in here are very specifically tailored to that environment, or to that setting of Nordic horror that they're going with. As you see, you have the 240-page core rulebook. You then have 2 supplements with plenty of adventures. I'm willing to bet that if you or Game Master was really brave, it wouldn't take that, well, it would take a little, quite a bit of finagling on his part, but if he really tried looking at these, he could probably adapt it, or they could properly adapt it to any sort of OSR setting. In this expansion, it's a supernatural British Irish Isle, including the great city of London and the countryside, mythic Britain and Ireland. This is the description I'm looking for. Leave the mythic north and set sail for the mist-shrouded isles of the mythic Britain and Ireland. Explore the bustling streets of London. Discover the streets of Rose House and the British Society. Roam the islands and walk the moors in search of long-lost tales and ancient remnants. Pretty thick adventure setting, again, with the core rulebook focusing on the Nordic states, this one getting you into sort of a Victorian England / Irish setting. So get ready to hear your party start shouting Irish drinking songs, I guess. This one is another setting with a lot of, I know I'm blowing through this, interesting information in it as well. The setting being, if you hear the sound of fleeing birds, snapping branches, and loud footsteps, you shall be its next victim. Pray then that your fate would be swift, for staring into its infernal gaze can plunge even the purest mind into madness. Thank you. I will accept my Oscars later this year. Thank you. These, as I said, I'm glossing over because this isn't the primary reason why I'm buying this bundle. The reason why you always buy the whole bundle, though, is generally speaking, if you like one book in there, generally speaking, buying the whole bundle is cheaper than buying the one book anyway, and so you might as well get all this extra content. This, however, is what I have been bought this bundle specifically for, was the Forbidden Lands RPG. So if you buy the print version of Forbidden Lands, you get it in a nice box with a faux leather cover and stuff. That was a pretty penny, the physical item. This one, as you can see, you get the Player's Handbook Core Rules, which goes over character creation. Though the... how would you word it? The rule set is not directly comparable. Again, with some finagling, you could make, I think you could roughly take this setting into an OSR with some finagling. I'm not sure necessarily about the reverse math being that easy, but again, this is sort of what do you say, a grim dark almost adventure setting. And so you get the core rules. This is the Player's Handbook for 209 pages, 265 pages for the Game Master's Guide. Some interesting adventure creation tables in here that, honestly, even if you're not buying it, if you don't necessarily like the game, I do like these types of creation tables, because then if you buy the game and you don't particularly like it, there are some elements that you can use perhaps in other games, creating adventures, using this as the starting theme. As I said, you get a map in here, which that's the black and white version. Then you also get this full printable map version as well, and some tokens to help identify where you are on this map. Honestly, the map itself again, regardless of your use of the RPG, you've now bought it, you don't like it, this map could very easily make a good start for a hex crawl in any sort of OSR or any other style RPG that you want to hex crawl in. There's a lot of setting information here, as well as adventure creation tables. So again, even if you don't necessarily like the RPG after you play it, there's a lot of material in here that you can use in other things. That's a nice thing about these RPGs with heavy setting rules in them. I feel that even if I buy them, I don't like them, I don't feel like I wasted money, because there's usually other parts of it that I can incorporate then in other games that I do decide to play. This is, of course, the basic political map of setting of the hex crawl adventure. Pretty nice monsters. Some of the monsters kind of remind me of the idea of Lamentations of the Flame Princess, in that the focus should be on like rare combat encounters, but with more powerful, meaningful single creatures. This is my interpretation of this booklet, the way it presents adventure design. Again, could be wrong. I did kind of blow through this quickly because I haven't had a chance to play this. One day we'll have a review of the RPG itself, but for now, as I said, go into the corner and you can see the one from Questing Beast, his review of this game. I have not watched that prior to me reading this, so as not to be influenced by him, but again, this bestiary seems to indicate to me much more focus on like more powerful super baddies and less like minions focus. That's just my interpretation of it. Again, reading through it this quickly, I could be completely wrong in that, but that will be more in-depth review will be coming later. And again, setting information for your own little starting hub city and the environment that you are questing in. Then you have how many adventures? 1, 2. I think this isn't an adventure per se. This is again me going through this quickly, just the setting information. These are the actual adventures. So I'm going to blow through these so I don't spoil anything. This one has no back cover. Let me see this one, if this has a back cover. As you can see, plenty of material. No back cover. Got no hex map in this one, but like, I know a PDF you don't need to cover the back, but I mean, that type of insert would be nice. Oh. That's with some influence on Conan's Hyperborea in this setting. Looking at this one, excuse me. Looking at this one, it seemed to be focused a lot on that sort of larger-than-life adventure in a more classic sword and sorcery bent. These adventures, I guess you could, again, like many games, depending upon how much will the Game Master has, you could probably adapt these into another game. Again, there's plenty of material here. Even if you don't like it, there's at least setting information, even if you can't necessarily take the rules over. So, and I didn't see anything like too drastic that a Game Master couldn't adapt into his own adventure. So it's, I believe, a very good bundle. Worth the $18 purchase price. Again, just looking at the core rules for Forbidden Lands, 25 through drive-through RPG right now, and much more if you want the printed version. So this bundle gets you the core rules, a lot of good material that you can adjust, add into other settings, even if you don't like Free League's D6 system. Highly recommend it, and hopefully we'll be having more good bundles, like RPG bundles like this, going forward. but we shall see on that front. As a quick spoiler, if you've made it this far, this will be the secret image that will be in an upcoming video that I will be doing on this channel that's more focused on RPG review and commentary rather than just shilling more humble bundles. As I said, the affiliate link to this is in the description below. If you do want to support the channel, go ahead. If you just want to go more to charity, you can cut me out, whatever. Thank you again for your time watching this video. Hope to see you again soon with either this coming Thursday, the Old School Essentials RPG, or if I can get it sooner, the video that this spoiler image goes to. So see you next time. Peace.